Mr. Yasman says, Corey, I don't know if you heard this rumor about Madam Web, but they say the film's rumored plot is a Terminator ripoff where the film is set in the past with Madam Web and Spider-Man trying to save Peter Parker by stopping the villain from killing his parents in the past. You.
Yeah, I was about to say, stop talking.
Adam Scott and Emma Roberts are rumored to play Uncle Ben and Aunt May.
Why are you mad? Didn't you like The Flash?
This ain't the Flash. This ain't the Flash right here. This is something totally different.
Come on, it's going back in time to save the parents.
That makes sense for the Flash and Terminator. It don't make sense for this shit right here. You know this. And you know this. You just with me now. You know this.
But man, they had to try something new. It's too late for this shit. I think old boy is trolling you on that computer when he said, hey man,
they would do something like that.
They would
do something like that.
You don't know what he's talking about.
You know what? I'm done. I'm getting the hell out of here before somebody else tells me something stupid. December 8th. That's a Friday. Going to be in the Red Room show at 10 p.m. So please get your tickets by going to BroadwayComedyClub.com or go to DoubleToastedNY.com. And it should take you to this page right here where you can get your tickets now. It's Double Toasted live in Los Angeles is going to be Saturday, April 27th for a night of comedy games and that after party.
Yes.
You ever milk a spider?
No.
Sony has. Is. Boy, milking that spider for what it's worth. Boy. Milking about little spider teats under there, man. God damn, boy. I mean, y'all gonna bleed this boy dry. Spider-Man right here, man. This is, so you haven't seen this.
Mm-mm.
So and I know they making these things fast. I just heard about this yesterday, that they were making a Madam Web movie.
I mean, I guess I heard way back, maybe earlier this year.
Actually, I heard that too way back, but then nothing was said.
Yeah, nothing was said. And you're like, they won't do it. They're just talking. Why would they do something like that?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What was that last thing you said?
You know what it was? It was one of those things where they knew that we didn't want this shit. So they just kind of did it on the slide. They just kind of did it on the back end when nobody was looking and paying attention. You know, and they kind of distracted us with some other crazy shit like Craven. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden today, they just like, bam, they just put this out here, man. And everybody's like, come on, man. I mean, really, this got so many views on YouTube from people who were just kind of just pain and hate watching this.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of doing to see, okay, I got to see what you're doing. Mm-hmm. I know it ain't going to be, I know I'm not going to like it. It's going to be stupid, but let me see what you're doing, man. Now, I don't believe it's right to judge a movie before you've actually seen the film, but I can judge the hell out of a trailer because I can see that right now.
Right.
And, well, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to Yet. I've already said a lot in my head when I saw this earlier, but I think it's only right for me to let you watch it.
And be fair, have an open mind.
And be what you want. I'll tell you that right now. But hey, look, keep thinking that way.
In the spirit, I'm going to try to do that.
Keep your mind in that state right there. You're a better person than me, hopefully. So let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer.
Have you seen it already?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it a couple of times.
Yeah, I saw it.
Saw it a couple of times already.
I ain't gonna let you influence me.
Please don't let me influence you. And you know what? Now that I already said something, you're gonna come back and be like, well, it's all right. I'll tell you what you want to do right now. So maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Well, I'm a neutral observer.
Okay.
So we'll just see what I think about this piece.
All
of
right,
shit.
you go. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer for Madam Web. And okay.
Ezekiel Sims. He was in the Amazon with my mom when she was researching spiders right before she died.
And then everybody who crosses a spider get powers.
Apparently.
Jesus. I mean, if that's the case, bite me.
Wait, I recognize you. You live in my building. You're the paramedic. Now!
Well, that's one way to get Spider-Man in your movie without getting Spider-Man in your movie.
And we don't need Spider-Man in a movie then, if this is what it comes to. This is looking ridiculous, y'all. They trying to put so much Spider-Man out there, so many spider-looking properties just to dick rot this spider boy over here.
Right.
It's just looking stupid now. Y'all were being too nice, okay? And this is when some people say, man, you getting soft, boy. You know, I remember back in the day, you used to get drunk and just go off on anything. I'm not drunk right now, and I'm not out. And listen, I have matured to the point where I don't want to be this person who's just criticizing and shitting on something just for a rise out of people and just for clout or whatever. But this looks like some shit. I'm looking at this right here. Some people said, man, this looks like something from back in 2003, 2004, 2005. Y'all being too nice. This looks like something from back in 1985. Look at this right here. Look at this, right? Now, these might be, I don't know, these might be flashbacks, these might be dream sequences, but they trying to sell the movie with these spider images right here.
Sure.
All right. I'm not hating like all these other people are, where they nerding out and they like, you know, it's cool to jump on the bandwagon and hate on this. These chicks, why are they taking over everything? Or, you know, it's Sony, so I'm just gonna hate on them just because, well, I just don't like whatever they're doing, except for Spider-Verse. But I will tell you, man, the reason why people get mad at Sony and get so frustrated with Sony is because it just seems like it's so obvious that they are really milking this spider property right here. And this seems like another one.
Yeah.
This is unnecessary. This is something that feels like it was quickly made. And that's the thing. That's what's wrong. It feels like they're making these so fast to put them out and cash in.
It's not even that it looks like it was quickly made. It's just like a mishmash of disparate ideas just to try to make this movie happen. And with some of it, I'm like, I'm a little intrigued, but I've seen what y'all do. Because with Venom, I was like, I don't like the setup of this, but hey, maybe give it a chance. And then with Morbius, I was like, all right, I'm making a movie about Morbius, but I thought the trailer looked good. And then the end result was like, oh, this was terrible. So I look at this and I get those same vibes that I got from those. It's like, y'all just putting something together.
And see, I say this about Sony and them just trying to, and I knew this was going to happen. And maybe this is why I don't like this character that much right now. Because I said the moment, and I don't pray for anything to be bad or be a failure, but I said that the moment that this movie makes money, Sony's not going to stop. The moment that Venom, the moment Venom made money, man.
I told you I'm going to do my job. What about the allegations that you recruit the most vulnerable?
I mean, everybody was excited because Tom Holland was, I'm Tom Hardy.
My thing was, where's it supposed to be from? Every time I watched this movie, I was like, where are you from, dude?
I know. I wasn't so much against the Venom movie. I was against the effects that Venom would have.
Oh, yeah.
Because once Venom made money, man, that's when Sony said, okay, we going
forward with it, boys.
Everything going to be Spider-Man.
Full speed ahead.
They took that spider box and turned it upside down and like, what else you got up in there?
Right.
We own you, bitch.
Yeah. And Marv was like, can you just please you? We're gonna get everything out of this.
I know.
We let you rent our bitch. Our bitch.
Marvel, I mean, listen, Marvel ain't, the only thing I get solace is that Marvel ain't doing too better than themselves today. But I imagine a time they were just kind of like, if you just hold off and do what we say, we can make this happen, man. Nah, you.
Which they were doing with Spider-Man. But yeah, now with this, like, all right, they're like, okay, if we can't have red and blue, we're gonna get everything else that's in there.
Yeah, and
yeah, it kind of makes me sad because that Ezekiel is a cool character
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Who would have been great in the real Spider-Man universe.
You talking about this character right here? Because I think it is kind of cool.
About that.
Yeah, no, yeah. You're talking about this character right here. Because I think it's cool having like a Spider-Man that is dark, one that's out there, killing people and then maybe people are thinking, what's that?
Yeah, Ezekiel, he didn't do all that.
So what is I was going to ask you, about Madam Web and these characters. What's going on with this?
I'm completely lost.
So this whole thing with Ezekiel was he kind of came to Peter Parker. He's older. He's great. He's came to him like a mentor. Also has spider powers, but he's rich. And he took Peter under his wing and showed him all this stuff. And then he was like, man, I wonder what this guy's deal is. Is he just a benevolent, nice guy? And he's like, yeah, man. And I got to lock you up here because there's this creature called Morlun, this guy that goes after people with spider powers and sucks their life energy. And it was a whole thing of, It turned out it was one of these where it was like, I've been staying away from him, but you're here, and if he eats you, then he'll leave me alone.
Okay.
And it was kind of like, oh damn, we totally got betrayed.
So none of this shit that will happen in the movie.
No.
So this is So this is just something that Sony's just doing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of cool to like consider another dark Spider-Man type thing out there, but if it's sincere, they're just trying to they're just trying to follow the brand.
I know.
They're just putting the image out there. They're putting this image out there not because they have a good story, they were inspired. That's what I believe from looking at this trailer. They're doing that because that looks a lot like Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And people figure like Spider-Man's so hot right now, if they see something that even resembles Spider-Man, they're gonna go watch this shit.
Right. With the idea that, hey, maybe that suit will turn up in one of the games.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you see all these other spider costumes at the end. These are not things that are probably integrated into the story that well. These are images to like make you buy into this movie because, well, Spider-Man is selling. That game is selling. That cartoon sold. Yeah. When that boy's over there at Marvel, that sells. And so you goddamn right, we're gonna milk this for what it's worth.
Sure. And it looks like we got a thing going with girl power and I don't know, kind of like the Marvels with all those women who were together, like they're all going to get their own spider powers and suits and all.
Well, you saw how that worked out for them.
Yeah. Shazam. Yeah.
I don't mind the women all together. It just looks stupid.
Yeah. It makes me extra angry that they would get them together and then do something so lame.
Right.
Exactly. I'm getting complete Morbin vibes from this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can say this. I will say this about, and listen, I just don't like that they try, because what they still are trying to do is that they're still trying to build their own Spider-Verse. So they'll always have a cash machine going where they can shit something out and make money off of it. Because now, we got our own world going on. And if Marvel play right, and if they let our characters come into their universe sometimes, then we might still give them this little boy to play with. That's phrasing right there. But anyway,
Marvel like, nah, that's all right.
If they were to do it right and build all this, they could have it already set up for whenever he comes back home to Sony.
He gonna run away from home.
Yeah.
He gonna get a stick.
It's like he's been adopted by rich parents, and they're trying to get their lawyers to get him back, and he's like, I don't want to go back there.
Please don't make me go back to them.
I'm gonna stay with Mr. Drummond.
Mr. Drummond, exactly.
Please don't make me go back over there. They make me do dumb things. They make me do horrible, dumb things. I can say this. All this stuff is looking like really things that they're just putting out of an obligation because we have to put something out to keep the rights to Spider-Man. And if we make a universe with our own universe of Spider-Man, then that's going to be easy to churn out. Now, I will say Kraven, the only thing that looks cool about Kraven is that they decided to go rated R with it. They changed that character around. It doesn't make sense to me. But I looked at that trailer, I'm like, something, that trailer at least offers something that we hadn't seen before in all these other Spider movies that they've done.
God damn. Oh, shit.
Yeah, now this is probably going to be dumb, but I'm like, at least you're going hard with it.
Yeah.
But, I would say that you're putting this out, and this is Sony's mistake. Y'all just feeding off of you're feeding off this perceived excitement that you think people have, because we're looking at, all this spider stuff that they're putting out, and Spider-Verse is great. Yeah. And you're just looking at this and thinking that we want anything that's Spider-Man connected. No, we want things that are good. This seems like this is, people took their time with this. This was inspired. They're telling their own story. They're separate from everything. This is something that, and I'm going to tell you, after watching something like this, why are you going to put this out and it pales so much in comparison?
What's their answer, Billy?
What do you think? Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
Oh, man.
Exactly. And they just, and the thing is, they're just putting shit out until it hits. Morbius bombed.
And they re-release the shit. They go, man. Oh, the fans wouldn't be playing a joke on us. I know what I'm talking about. I'm the youth director around here. I'm 57 years old. I know what I'm doing.
So what's happened? If it's like, I don't think this is going to make that much money. I'm just saying that right now.
Look, man, the way you market a film, especially if you do it for someone like me, like I'm vaguely aware of Madam Web, which is to say, I know that there is a Madam Web. Now, what you
Madam Web is nothing like this.
What I'm saying is that's the point. It's like it can be for the masses, like, and with some of the other masses, I should say, that
Right,
don't know
right,
anything about it.
right.
You got to draw people in. Like, you already know, you might have your own opinion because, well, this ain't what it's like, but I'll check it out. Or somebody goes, I know what it's like, but I like it anyway, or I hate it. Now, me, I don't know anything about it. All I saw was a cheaply thrown together trailer with shots that made no sense. And all I could think about is how much older she looks than her friends. I know that sounds terrible, but I'm like, she's with a bunch of 16-year-olds.
Well, they explain it. They explain it.
Not in the trailer.
Yeah, no, they do.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they did. They live in the same apartment complex, and they're trying. But they're drawn by some sort of spider power out there.
I guess they explained that, but I guess I missed it. But I don't know. It just the scenes just look cheap. Camera angles would drive me crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
and that's what it is. It just looks cheap. This looks like something that really was made back in the early 2000s, and this is something that'd be on the CW or something.
That's what it looked like. It looks like it's part of the Arrowverse.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. And this is a movie. And the reason why I can safely say now that I don't think this is gonna make much money because we just saw this with the Marvels.
We saw this with the Marvels. We saw this with Blue Beetle. We saw this with Shazam.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, we even Black Adam. It's just like, look, you guys aren't the established characters, and right now people are not coming out for people for the characters that they don't know already.
But this connects so much with the Marvels in a way, in that you have these characters that no one knows about. All you know is that they have a thin connection to Spider-Man, and the trailer's not telling us anything that's really understandable as far as the story. And so I think a lot of people are going to be like, I'll wait for the real thing. you know, I mean, not that I'm sitting up here trying to not say that I don't like, strong women, but I'm gonna wait for Spider-Man.
Well,
you don't know who they are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You don't know who they are, and you see with Dakota Johnson with her Madam Web, she can touch things and see a little bit into the future. But you're like,
that's not exciting.
Yeah, it's not exciting.
What I'm saying is, my special. I'm gonna go there. I'm a web sling. What's your power? I can tell you when to move. Before you get hit with something. I mean, it's like, you might not win the lottery. It's also the thing with the Marvels. You can't watch the Marvels and not watch the Disney Plus shows. So then if you don't watch those shows, you have no idea who the other two girls are. And that's got nothing to do with, I don't care about no women's.
Well, that's where actually the Marvels has an advantage, because at least you knew those characters from a TV show. Nobody knows the hell these characters
if you watch the show.
Don't know any of them, and then the two characters that I should know look nothing like they're
supposed to do.
So,
and like I said, man, I think that's very telling of what Sony's doing, because they just they're just getting these characters lined up. I'm like, get your ass out there,
But I'm not even dressed. Just go.
I'm not ready.
Isn't this supposed to be like a training program or something? Nope. Jump.
Yeah. There's no. Yeah. It just doesn't seem like when you get between. Even if I'm not being favorable with Craven. I really think it's gonna be dumb. But at least I'm giving this more the benefit of the doubt, because they're trying a little something different with it. But between Craven and
Russell Crowe,
he's in this. Yeah. Between Craven and Morbius, it's like y'all. The only thing you really have going on right now is Venom and Spider-Man jumping back and forth between Marvel and Sony, but you're not taking any time. You're actually doing a worse job than DC in the beginning. You're not taking any time to actually construct this world based on real stories and connecting characters, anything like that. You're just building this world on, get your ass out there and give me my money. We got to get these characters out there, and we got to get them out within a certain amount of time. And since they're not really that proven, and we want to make a profit, we're not going to even spend that much money. I mean, they say they spend a lot of money, but they still look cheap. Yeah. I think it's because they make them so fast.
Yeah, and the thing is, you watch something like this, you're not going to get excited unless you see Spider-Man show up. And if Sony cannot use Peter Parker right now because Marvel, then they should be going with Miles. They should go with Miles Morales.
But what I'm saying is, but everybody knows that. So going in, you're going to be like, well, I don't care what they tease. I know it ain't going to be no Spider-Man. It's like when you went to go see Morbius or Venom. You ain't going to see no Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And like you said, all the money they spend looks cheap. No matter how, you can put $200 million into a film. If you rush it, it's going to look cheap.
Yeah.
Well, I will say I do think that they are being smart in one area, and they're not trying to put Miles out there rush him out too much yet.
Except
for the Spider-Verse.
Because he's doing so well with these movies, you don't want to taint the brand.
The live action Miles Morales, though, I think they're being smart and saying all these other characters out here, even if they flop, there's something that the public wasn't too crazy about anyway. They didn't know too much about them. Maybe we'll get another Venom, maybe we won't. But I think for Miles Morales, they're being smart about that and saying, let Marvel handle that. Let Marvel do it because we Miles Morales. Then they really gonna burn us down.
That's true.
Yeah, nobody care about Madam Web. We can up all we want
That's true. That's very true.
But Miles, we know when to step off. Marvel, get this boy. They'll introduce him through a Marvel Spider-Man affiliated film.
Yeah.
And then he'll start to appear more that way. So at least they're doing that. I hope.
You hope.
But
for now.
But now.
Some motherfuckers get desperate and go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, look, I know I said I wasn't gonna do this, but break that glass, homie.
Yeah. But we'll see. Man.
Shit got real.
We'll see how it goes. It's my prediction is gonna bomb. No one's gonna go see this. So I don't think this is gonna do well. It's gonna go the way of Morbius. And it should. I hate to wish bad things on people, but
You're wishing nothing. You're predicting.
I know. I'm wishing.
All right,
stop.
Yeah.
Get this bomb so badly that they go like, hey, let's just stop doing all this.
There you go. Sometimes desperate measures, man. Yeah. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Sometimes desperate people make up weird ass dreams that they never gonna have.
Yeah.
You Negroes are dreaming, boy. And I wish I could, boy, a guy have a pony too while we're at it.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna stop doing that shit.
They won't stop, but I hope that this bombs. Because they'll get to a point where money talks.
Yeah.
If Morbius is bombing, the Craven has a chance of doing pretty well because it'll appeal to the action crowd. But if this goes out, they probably have to be a little more careful on how they approach this. Mr. Yasman says, Corey, I don't know if you heard this rumor about Madam Web, but they say the film's rumored plot is a Terminator ripoff where the film is set in the past with Madam Web and Spider-Man trying to save Peter Parker by stopping the villain from killing his parents in the pal. You.
Yeah, I was about to say, stop talking.
Adam Scott and Emma Roberts are rumored to play Uncle Ben and Aunt May.
Why are you mad? Didn't you like The Flash?
This ain't the Flash. This ain't the Flash right here. This is something totally different.
Come on, it's going back in time to save the parents.
That makes sense for the Flash and Terminator. It don't make sense for this shit right here. You know this. And you know this. You just with me now. You know this.
But man, they had to try something new. It's too late for this shit. I think old boy is trolling you on that computer when he said, "Hey man,
they would do something like that.
They would do
something like that.
You don't know what he's talking about.
You know what? I'm done. I'm getting the hell out of here before somebody else tells me something stupid. Ruin my night.
Chair through the window.
Yeah. I thought you gonna bust that fucking bomb. I was about to. Let me get out here before I ruin my damn house.
Show money.
This is dumb. This is dumb. Y'all need to stop doing this shit. God damn. Marvel even's listening to people right now. They're like, damn, we are messing up, man. What do the people say? All right, we got you. Marvel's like, we do what we want to do. I'm sick of y'all, man.
Let me tell you something, man. Marvel's right next to him going, don't grab me. I'm drowning too.
But at least they're listening.
I can't save myself if you grab me.
But at least they're listening right now. At least they're paying attention. Sony for years just said, I don't give a what y'all say.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you guys, do you have $100 million? Maybe I'll listen to you then. If you don't give a out my face.
Man, Marvel.
What?
IDGAF.
I don't give a about none of y'all.
I mean, Marvel right next to DC trying to grab on that last piece of a door
no,
from
they're
the
not.
Titanic.
No, they're not.
Both of them trying to bounce on that piece of wood.
Marvel's listening. Marvel at least is taking it back. I mean, the day that an article came out, they said, we put out this trailer to show people that we listen. Let me put out an article countering that. Hell, now ever since everybody started talking about Marvel, oh boy, we done got so much news about Blade and Kang and the Fantastic Four. Sony just kind of like, I don't throw this shit out when I want to.
When you said on that news, there was somebody in the room, they go, write this press release, write the down. But we're not even working. I don't give a shit. Give them something, throw them some meat.
Somebody says a rumor.
They're banging on the door right now.
Yeah.
Give them something to hold them.
Marvel don't care.
Might be able to make
all.
it till January at least.
Yeah. Yeah, Marvel don't care at all, yo. I mean, I'm sorry, Sony don't care at all. Sony don't, and that's
They've never cared.
They've never cared. You know what? I hate to say it. I'm about to get at it. I'm just say this. I hate to say it, but this is an accident.
Oh, absolutely.
It's right here.
Yeah. It happened. It happened because they were like, "Oh, animation. Well, that's okay. You guys over there, do your thing. We're not even looking at you. Just whatever. Who cares?"
Yeah.
And then it was like, "Oh my God!" They're like, "I'm sorry, I thought you didn't care what we was doing."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we just, Sony just happened to just stumble on this, and this is an accident right here. Well, there you go. I mean, what else is new dumb shit? I mean, same old.
Because you think that if they bomb enough, they'll stop doing it, but it should. But by that same token, wouldn't it be that, well, if they succeed enough, like with Spider-Verse, they would do more of that?
They are doing more of that. And they're doing more of this dumb shit over here too. They're doing everything. They're just kind of people like, we're going to do everything. If it makes money, we doing it.
Are you going to do this? You're going to do that. We're doing both.
No,
we're doing this and that.
Doing this and that. We're going to do these.
Yeah.